If you're going through a tough time, has anyone ever encouraged you to keep a stiff upper lip? It's an odd phrase. Hannah Harris explains the history behind that idiom in today's
What in the Word?
If there's one crowd you'd associate with keeping a stiff upper lip, it's the Brits. They're known for being stoic, emotionless in the face of difficulty. That attitude stems from the Victorian era, when the rising middle class held a fair bit of disdain for the upper class. They were viewed as frivolous, wasting money on fancy clothes and lavish parties. The middle class led a more modest lifestyle. With that came an unflappable attitude to face the troubles of life as they came. British Stoicism stood in stark contrast to the emotional volatility of the French Revolution, which England had witnessed. But well before the Brits, the Spartans were known for flaunting a stiff upper lip. From the age of 7, Greek boys were put through rigorous military training and taught to endure pain and hunger. The English public school system was founded on Spartan principles, like toughness, competition, discipline, and duty. Children were taught to keep a stiff upper lip. Now, where exactly does the meaning of the phrase come from? If you think of the opposite of a stiff upper lip, it's a trembling one, characteristic of someone who's nervous. So a stiff, unmoving lip hides the nervousness that a person might be feeling. This stoic attitude is reflected in many works of literature from the Victorian era. The English poet Rudyard Kipling writes in his famous poem, If
you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you.
And William E. Henley penned these words,
In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced or cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed.
The poem concludes, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And I don't think you can get much more of a stubbornly stiff upper lip than that.
What in the Word?
If you like that story, well, you should like and subscribe below. You know what? As a matter of fact, why don't you check out today's full show for free? Just go to worldwatch.news/free video.